Good day, ladies and gentlemen. There's probably one of each of you. It has been 2 weeks, and I am very happy to be playing Metroid Prime again. Very happy. So, let me go ahead and break this down for you. I was scheduled to play this again, let's see. It was either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. But then a thing happened. Y'all have to excuse me on that. I'll explain it as I explain the thing. Wednesday, 2 weeks ago. That night, the third video of the set was planned to go up. But Mother Nature had other plans. I woke up and my entire yard was covered in ice, along with all of the trees, just everything. Everything was covered in ice, and the ice was still coming down. By 2 o'clock, there was so much ice that we lost power. This ice storm continued until on into the night, if I'm remembering correctly. To the point where repairs did not work. It wasn't even safe for the crews to get out and work until the next day. So, over here. Go in the hall. There we go. Okay. Sorry. So, we submitted ourselves to no power for that day, which was what happened. Cue Thursday. On Thursday, we received word from my uncle, who works at our local power company, that we would likely not be getting power back that day. So I began seeking refuge in other places. The first thing on my agenda was finding a shower, because I'd woken up too late to get one before the storm kicked in. So like I said, by the time I woke up, everything was already pretty much in ice. And I didn't want to get stuck in the shower and have like the power go off and then lose water while I was taking my shower. So, didn't get a shower that day, so I went looking for one. And a good friend of mine who lives in Tula's town allowed me to use her shower, and for that I am eternally grateful. And at night, I went and hid at a friend's house in town. You met him. He was one of my friends from the Left 4 Dead session. I went and hid at his house until for 2 nights. Came home Saturday night, still no power. Sunday, spent all day Sunday just hanging around the house. I did a thing for somebody. And where am I going? Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Can I believe I just jumped back and forth in one spot talking about everything but this for like 10 seconds? Man, it is dark in here. Stop being a pain. Where was I? Yeah, I went in there and I hid there Sunday. That night, another one of my uncles was cleaning out his freezer so he wouldn't lose everything. So he had, he threw a whole bunch of meat on a grill, cooked hamburgers, that kind of stuff. It's really good. And while we were there, we got a call from my dad that our power was back on. So we got it back late Sunday night. And so the thing was, when I woke up Thursday and everything was already going to pot, I didn't bother to start and render things because I knew I was going to get cut off and all that good stuff. So I just didn't worry about it. And I was right too, because I lost power 2 or 3 times. We it flashed 2 or 3 times before it went out permanently. And it would always be right as I decided I'd try and get something done, the power would go out. So I just didn't worry about it that Wednesday. And Sunday night, I crashed because I don't sleep well if I'm not at my house. I'd spent 2 days not at my house. And when I was at my house, I can't stand it quiet. A lot of people think I'm crazy because of that, but I can't stand utter silence. There's got to be like a fan going or something, or like I start to go crazy. So yeah, so like Sunday night I slept for like 12 hours. I got some post-rendering done. Excuse me, some pre-rendering done though on Monday, which is where I found out that this is, I can't remember if I've mentioned this on the show or not. I don't think I have. On the show. Someone watches a lot of Game Grumps. I spoke about, earlier in this series, I spoke about, I spoke about the way I was dealing with the lag issue by, re-recording everything through Windows Media Player. Well, I found out an easier solution, much quicker one too. If anyone ever had like Windows Vista or whatever, I know Windows Vista was terrible, but there was one good thing about Windows Vista, and that was Windows Movie Maker. I believe they started packaging that with Vista. Solid program, really was, still is, and it doesn't skim over lag spikes. So what I do is, as I record, I throw the files, the video files, into that, and it'll redo it and all that. And for some reason, that one, Cyberlink, won't skim over, won't try to buffer out the lag spikes for whatever reason. Also, hopefully, this batch is going to look a little better, because I'm still recording everything through that preview box on Cyberlink, and I found a sharpness thing, so I'm gonna check it after this episode and make sure that it's not screwing anything up. But hopefully that'll make things look a little better. That's not the door I want, is it? No. Hopefully that'll make things look a little better. You gonna open? I don't know if I've got this thing fully activated yet. I do not. There we go. No. Oh boy. I was about to completely overkill that. Okay. We're not going to do what we usually do on this one and have to come back down and get all these. We're going to get them as we go. That's a tentacle. Hello, tentacle. I think the worst part about the thermal visor is when you're using it while platforming, because you can't see platforms. You just can't. It's just all this purple mass of things. It doesn't work well. This is a really terrible place to try to see if anything looks better, because it's just this total underground murkiness. Anyway, that was my timer. Back in a second.